mom, a wife, and a veteran, and currently in school overseas. And welcome. Before I get into this video today, I do want to say this video touches on postpartum grief and mental health. And if you're not in that space as of right now in life, please feel free to protect your mental health and come back whenever you're ready. I don't think I've ever talked about this out loud besides to my family, but I do want to say that I was grieving two things at once, and one happens to be my old identity, and the other one happens to be my father. I was grieving my dad, and I was grieving a version of myself that I thought was still existing in my life, but I realized later on that that old me is gone. And I truly didn't realize how much I've been avoiding realizing that I'm I'm mentally not okay. I joined the military at a time where I was just struggling mentally. My father passed away June 2020, and I joined the military December 2020. My whole reason on technically joining was to escape what I was going through inside my head. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was always busy, like constantly busy in the military. So that gave me time away from the thoughts in my head that I didn't want to resurface and didn't want to think about. But after I gave birth, everything slowed down for me. And when things slow down, the feelings that you've been avoiding start to catch up. And that's exactly what happened to me. During postpartum, I just genuinely didn't know who I was. Everything was different to me. My body was different. My identity was different. My personality was different. Even how I handled things was different. And on top of that, all the grief that I've been avoiding and putting in the back of my head just started rushing in. I was grieving my dad in a way that I never let myself do before. I was grieving my old life. I was grieving that version of me and the freedom that I had before giving birth. And I truly didn't know that you can grieve two things at once, but you definitely can. I thought that grief had stages and an end point, but it doesn't. Grief isn't linear. Some days I'm okay, and some days I'm spiraling. And the same way that grief isn't linear is the same way healing isn't either. One thing I learned during this process was that in order to get better, you have to want the help to get the help. And I always used to tell myself, like, I don't want to be on medication. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I get on medication. I thought it was just such negative connotations with medication. But after I realized that I'm mentally not okay, I got myself back into therapy and I got on medication for the first time. And now I've been on medication for 9 months now. And honestly, it's been the most at peace I've felt in a long time. I'm not numb, I'm not detached, I'm just at peace. And my thoughts are now quiet. And I want you guys to know that getting help didn't mean I was weak, and it doesn't mean you're weak. It just means that you want to live better and you want to be able to live freely, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm still healing, I'm still learning who I am in this season. But mentally, I feel steady and I feel at peace. And for the first time in a long time, I'm not running from my feelings anymore. If you're grieving, whether it's a parent, your old life, or another version of yourself, and you're just tired of pretending like you're okay, you're not alone. It's okay to get the help that you need, and it's okay to choose yourself.